Now let's begin with speaking part 1. In speaking part 1, you'll be asked some questions about everyday topics. Where do you like to go in your free time?
When we're having spare time, I often go out with my family members, actually for weekends. So we go to church, we go to the park, go to supermarkets, and we go to the shopping mall. And actually, I love watching movies, so to go to the cinema is very interesting.
Why do you like to go there?
I think because I love cinema, I love movie, I love the real experience with a big full screen 18 screens, and in the room we have a lot of people. The atmosphere into the room, people were they shouting maybe sometimes when the movie is high or when they had emotionally. So I love the feeling have connected with the people.
Is there anything you don't like about your city?
I I think that's don't lie. I think maybe it's because of its noises. Or sometimes it's expensive. Yeah, because we go in groups, so 4 5 people, so it's expensive, and also we will share the atmosphere with the environment and the room with the other people. Some they are polite, but some are not. So sometimes it's very noisy. Also, especially
Where are the most popular places for people to go?
in my city, the place to go, I think a lot of, like even in Ho Chi Minh City, we have a lot of attraction place to go. Uh, and I think that's the most important thing is people today, they love the local experience with the people in the countryside. They can do their own activity like planting fruit or maybe catch a fish.
Now let's begin with speaking. Now we can move on to the second part of the describe starts now.
So far, I have a very special hobby. It's about practicing exercise, especially yoga, because I have learned it for a decade. I think that's but I didn't have time in previous years, but recently I have free time, so uh, I, I practice again, and that's been a very interesting and very important to my life in the physical health, and because I think it's where it keeps my body fit and also flexibility of my bone and the mind, they go together, and we have a meditation where everything gently activity with yoga is different from the others exercise is needs music on the instructor, but for yoga I can learn by myself and privately, and it's very calmly silent. I can really feel peaceful when practicing yoga. Firstly, I followed a course from the center, yoga center, and also I have teachers. I have a lot of teachers. I follow the course. Even I took the instruction course to become a yoga instructor, and actually I work as a part-time yoga instructor for a couple of years, maybe 7 years ago. I love this more because it strengthened my health, physically, mentally, and spiritually also. And right now, I have quite sufficient knowledge to support my family member to keep their body.
Hobbies.
Hobbies is important. It's a crucial part of our life. We have activity beside work or study. We have something else. It's the side of the true inside of you. You want to spend time and be meaningful of life. So I think it's very important.
Are there any hobbies you think are not worthwhile?
I think it's unfair to say the hobby is good or bad because it's very subjective. I think it could be it deserves to be trusted equally because maybe this hobby is good and you feel it's okay and good and comfortable, but the other it doesn't mean that the other hobby is not good because it depends on the people. So I think every hobby is well more than welcome to everybody. Is but of course the people if they really love one of this hobby, they have to take care of the whether they can afford it financially and also their security and also their health to follow to pursue their hobby.
What can we learn from hobbies?
Hobby? Learn something for hobby? Yes, we learn for everything in life. The hobby can teach us how to keep and I can say that the desire to get something because when you focus and we're happy with something we really like, you develop a very positive mind, the thinking, and we develop spread your peaceful mind, and you will content with your life and very good. It's a I can say a cornerstone to go out there and you go back to study or to work. You're very important.
Is it important to teach hobbies to children? Why or why not?
I think that for the first time, I think that the children should be introduced to all kinds of the hobbies, kind of activity like indoor, outdoor, safety, basic, or adventures. And then, according to them, personally, they can take further with the special hobby that they really love and really looking for. So I think that's like at first we should introduce to them, but the choice is open for the kids.